You disagree with this on the grassroots side?
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I think it's largely media creation and a bunch of mayors. You know, Toomey represents a state that most of the votes exist in two big cities in the suburbs. Gun control is very popular in Pennsylvania. He had very specific local pressure to move on that, and I think that's really all it's about. I don't think anyone really cares that much about gun control, to be honest. And
well,
I think
some people do. I mean, that's some people do care.
And the last real grassroots movement on gun control was 1994, and it was on the other side. It was on my side.
Right. You know. Well, no, I don't think that's true. I think the real grassroots, there was a grassroots mobilization. I mean, the Million Mile March, like that.
Yeah,
that you don't.
exactly.
It's hard. Believe me, I know organized. No, it's hard, dude. Believe me, I know organized. Try to go get 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000
people. The Million Mile March amounted to what?
What's that?
Legislatively, amounted to what? Nothing.
I agree, but part of that was there had been a lot of victories in the 90s, right? There had been a lot of victories in the 90s, and then there was, you're right, the counter mobilization for the last 10 years has been the story on Capitol Hill. Absolutely, right. That's where the grassroots energy has been. What I think is interesting is that this deal today, as tentative as it may be, as small as it may be in some ways, right, shows that balance of power has shifted. It really has.
What I understand is why the gun control supporters don't go where there's support on the other side. For instance, New York does a very smart thing in that it puts people in jail for handgun violations. You know, if you get caught with a gun illegally in New York, you go to jail for 2 years. And New York actually enforces the law. Chicago has a similar law it doesn't enforce. You get caught with a gun doing something illegal in Chicago, you're bound to get probation. It actually kind of works in New York by keeping people in jail before they go on to commit more powerful crimes, whereas in Chicago it doesn't do that. Now, most people in the NRA, most people on my side, would say, yeah, if you want to have stiff laws for people who are breaking the law by carrying a gun someplace they're not to, by using a gun to commit a nonviolent crime, then yeah, we'd support that. But no one ever comes out and says, well, let's do that, even though that's something you might actually get at 90% that people really care about.
Right, although it's hard to see how the federal government would come in and tell people what the disposition on a probation question before a judge would be locally.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be federal. I mean, you can do it on a state-by-state level.
Okay, right. But I think this also